been the same thing since 1972. What are you looking at? And
it's like Zac Taylor's broken me.
Now, have you seen Joe Burrow?
Is the Bengals season over already?
Yeah. There's a problem deeper than Joe Burrow. There's a problem deeper than the offensive line. There's deep-rooted problems in this team right now, this organization. I don't know what it is, but they're not making the Super Bowl. They're not making the playoffs, how they're playing right now. They lost to Tennessee Titans, Tristan. The Tennessee Titans with Ryan Tannehill as a quarterback.
Yeah.
And me and Colin Cowherd are just really mad today because we both picked them to go to the Super Bowl. And it seems like they heard our prediction and said, you know what? We're going to make sure you're so wrong that you'll never pick anything again in your life. Today I had trouble picking at McDonald's.
My wife was like, hurry up, honey.
There was 8 cars behind me honking their horns. And it's been the same thing since 1972. What are you looking at? And
it's like Zac Taylor's broken me.
And I was like, have you seen Joe Burrow? All joking aside, this team, it's done for. Like this year at least. It makes the contract that they gave Joe Burrow look awful. And the Bengals and the Giants, by the way, are the only team not to score a first-half touchdown this season. The two teams who paid their quarterbacks are the only teams that haven't scored a touchdown in the first half.
That's not good.
Tristan, the Bengals didn't score a touchdown at all this game against the Titans. We've talked about 3 or 4 other teams that have played the Titans that have scored multiple touchdowns against them.
I know.
And made the Titans look silly. I don't know what it is, man. Like, please give me your 2 cents. What do you think it is? What is it? It's not. It's more than just bad mojo.
Yes. So I'm not here. I'm not saying Joe Burrow is the problem. Joe Burrow is still.
He's not the answer right now.
No, I really think the injury has just set things awry. Like I don't think that's something you come back from. And I think when you come back too soon or when you try to force yourself back, you're more than likely going to re-aggravate it or make it worse. I think that's what happened. Even last week when they beat the Rams, it's not like he looked good, okay? He's not able to plant and throw downfield. He's not comfortable. That's obvious. His offensive line isn't blocking for him. I think a healthy Joe Burrow is still the second best quarterback in the league. I don't want anybody to overreact and act like Joe Burrow can't play football anymore, okay?
No, that's
he hasn't
for sure
forgotten.
Not the case.
However, you nailed it. He's not the only issue. It goes back to what we talked about last season with the Bengals on our podcast. It's the lack of creativity offensively. Ryan, the amount of times that they line up and just run double slants or shallow cross and a curl, a stick route, like this is why I've been critical of Zac Taylor in the past. They need a complete overhaul offensively. Their personnel is fine. I mean, even their offensive line personnel, I think is okay. They're just not doing anything to fool other defenses. They're not setting up looks off of other looks. They're not doing what Miami does. It's none of that. It's line up and run a slant. Line up and run a deep shot. I agree with you. I think the season is over. Not just because they've started 1-3, although that is a big reason. I don't see them able to get this thing back on track. You're telling me you put that team on the field with Buffalo right now and they're going to be competitive? It's not. Buffalo's defensive line would knock Joe Burrow out of the game if they played tomorrow. Next week, they've got to go to Arizona to play the Cardinals. Dude, I don't
Arizona took down Dallas.
That's what I'm saying. And kept it respectable for who they are against the 49ers, so to speak. I don't think Cincinnati can win that game right now.
Can you read me off the next 4 games after that?
For Cincinnati, yeah, sure. So Arizona, then Seattle. You get a bye. Oh, hello, San Francisco and Buffalo and Houston.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Ryan, if I'd have told you preseason that you had to pick Cincinnati, Houston, you would have laughed at me. Right now, there's no way you wouldn't pick the Texans to win that game.
No way.
Right now. I mean, you would. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. They're punting on the season at this point.